Hey, good afternoon here. My name's Rob Noble, and the reason I'm reaching out to you today is I am a write-in candidate for your state representative for District 26, Royal Oak, Madison Heights, under the Republican Party ticket. All right, and the reason I'm a write-in candidate is I tried to send in my paperwork, but due to the COVID situation going on in our state, the delivery companies just were a little late getting it to the county, and they wouldn't accept it. So now I'm a write-in candidate. But let's talk about things like this. I'm going to tell you about me. I'm going to tell you about what I believe in. I'm going to tell you why you should vote for me. I'm going to talk to you about some of the problems that we have in this community and in the state. And if we're on the same page, just give me a shot, okay? Because I think you're as tired as I am about what's going on around here. I don't like it at all. So let's talk about some of these things, okay? Number one, let's talk about the 3 months of house arrest that the Wicked Witch of the West did to us, okay? And backed by all our flying monkeys in the House and the Senate. All right, here's what happened, okay? The COVID pandemic, is it bad? Yes, I can attest to that. I had it. 4 days in ICU in Beaumont, with 6 days in a step-down unit. I'm in a high-risk category. You can tell maybe by the color, okay? But I survived it, and it is survivable. It's not fun, but it is survivable. All right, so was it bad? Yes. Was it as bad as what they said it was? Absolutely not. What do we have, 10 million people in Michigan? How many people that we actually get COVID? Our death rate was, of 10 million people, 1/10 of 1%? Hey, any death is bad. I get it, okay? Understandable, okay? But the sad part is many people that died were in nursing homes, and they were elderly, and they had pre-existing bad conditions. I know a couple of them that passed because of it. It's sad. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be worried about it. We should. But there's different ways to do things. You just don't go slam, shut everything down, everybody's out of work, you're out of a job, you're out of income, you lost your insurance, you don't have money to feed your family, you can't pay your bills, and we're going to just keep you shut down after 139 executive orders or whatever it was, okay? It's not right. That was the wrong decision by governor who overstepped their boundaries, which is proven by the Eastern District, United States Attorney General, I think his name is Schneider, found that she did violate our rights and overstepped her boundaries. And, even our own state rep, our local guy here, who I'm a small business owner. I sent him a letter of my disgust. And I got this typical form letter. We stand with our governor. She's doing it to protect you. We have to think about the safety of the people. Yada, yada, yada. And after about that first paragraph, the rest I heard was, wow, 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 like Charlie Brown. Okay? That was the wrong decision. We could have done things differently, and a true leader would have looked at that. Okay, she wouldn't have did a knee-jerk reaction and shut everything down and say, okay, go file unemployment. I still know people who haven't got it. They're still waiting. It's 3 months. What are they doing? How are they paying their bills? Okay, you got to think about the people. We have hundreds of thousands of people in this state, I think about 2 million actually, that lost their jobs. We have the highest unemployment rate in the country. And we are one of the best states. Think about that for a minute. When you look at, between the two cities, we have, 75,000 people, maybe a little more, a little less, ballpark. All right? So what do we have? 60%, 70% out of work. Can't pay their mortgage, can't pay their bills. Credit card companies are shutting off their cars. Car payment companies they want their money too, okay? They might give you a little leadway, a little break here or there, whatever, but they still want their payments. They're not stopping your credit history from taking a ding, but that's what Whitmer did to us, okay? And that's what our rep did to us too, okay? Because if I was your rep and Whitmer said, we're shutting everything down, I would have said, time out. All right, let's look at this realistically. Number one, our unemployment system can't handle 200, 300 million requests for unemployment insurance. And we've seen it, If you've tried to do it, it probably took you 3 days to 2 weeks to get on and try to get it going. All right, that's ridiculous. Okay, insane. We should have set that up prior, number one. But number two, there's other things we could have done. Okay, we could have looked at things differently. We could have looked at social distancing guidelines. Okay, we could have kept businesses open, give them a chance to survive. Small business is the lifeblood of our communities. Let's give them a chance to live. But we shut them all down. Everybody's laid off. Small business owners put their lifeblood, sweat, and equity tears into their business, may never, ever come back. I drove down Woodward the other day, going up towards, from downtown going up towards Birmingham. Maybe 2 in 10 businesses look to be open. Think about that. A lot of these people, they employ people. They don't make a ton of money, business owners. They do it because they love what they do. I'm a small business owner. I love what I do. It costs me money. All right, and I'm aggravated, and you should be too. You didn't do anything wrong, but Jim Ellison and Governor Whitmer shut you down. Jim Ellison's a career politician. I don't know the man personally. I'm sure he's very nice. I've read some good reviews about him when he was mayor. But, here's the bottom line. In the 90s, he started on the city council in Royal Oak. 2003, elected mayor. He was mayor until 2016 when he got into the state house. So from 2003 to 2016, Royal Oak was building up. Became an entertainment mecca. High commercial rent district. And property taxes through the roof. And people aren't happy about it in Royal Oak. If you like paying $5,000 to $6,000 in taxes, folks, I know you're not pleased. Because if you want to go downtown and have fun, hell, you can hardly park. And it costs you $15 to do so. So you know what? He did a good job, Jim. I respect you for what you did. I hope you're watching this video, Jim, because I do respect it. Honestly, I do. All right? But you turned your back on all of us. You cut us off at the knees. We hired you to represent us, the people. We, the people. Me, the people. And you turned your back on us. You stood with the Democratic Party line instead of the people who elected you and hired you and who you work for. It's just not right. The Democratic Party line is more important to you than the people you represent. And know what that does for you, Mr. Ellison? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, that makes Mr. Ellison non-essential, just like I am, and you are, and your brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, children. Jim, you're non-essential. You've already done 2 terms. Okay? In the state house, term limits are set at 3 terms, 3 2-year terms. So you're a lame duck, Jim. You've already proven to us you can't be trusted representing the people in Royal Oak and Madison Heights. All right, so what are we going to do? Give you another 2 years? You have nothing to lose. All right? Nothing. What, if you want to run for a Senate seat in a couple of years, who knows? All right? But you have nothing to lose. So when Whitmer says, let's raise taxes because of this shortfall we took it in the pants with because of COVID, guaranteed Jim's going to vote yes. He's not going to stand with the cities and the people in the cities to fight tax increases. Because the taxes aren't going to go where they need to go, which is teachers, education, police, and fire. That's where the taxes need to go. They're not going to see a dime of that. Okay? Democrats don't do that. They claim they're the party of the people. Think about that. Party of the people. Where were they when you're sitting there trying to figure out how you're going to get unemployment to feed your kids? Where were they when your kids aren't in school anymore and you have to teach them, and and then the teachers have to try to teach them online, and you got to take care of them 24/7. See the value of teachers now, I bet. Let's look at a few things here, okay? Here's the problem, okay? He's a lame duck. No matter what, he's going to stand with the Democratic Party line. He has proved it hardcore right now because you're out of work. Okay? Hell, we can't even get a haircut yet. But you want an abortion, hell, you could have got one of those from the day one. That's not right. Okay? You don't leave big box stores open, like Meijer and Target and Walmart, so people can buy their groceries and go over there and buy jeans and t-shirts and shirts and socks and underwear. When you close down all the small shoe stores and, clothing stores throughout the city and the state. How is that right? That just proves that the Democrats stand with big companies. You say the Republicans do, but they just proved it. They left every big corporation open but the small guy. That's the working man they're supposed to represent. They're not representing us. So I'll tell you what you need to do in August 4th, go into that primary booth under the Republican Party and write in Noble, N-O-B-L-E, simple, N-O-B-L-E, 5 letters, real simple. You're going to have to pick up a pencil and mark in that little circle for somebody. So you just might as well just write the name Noble, N-O-B-L-E. Give me a chance. What I really think we need to do across the state is take every incumbent, vote them out. Let's start from scratch. All right? Let's bring this state back to the people. Let's not leave it to the Democrats or the Republicans. I'm running as a Republican, but I promise you this. The Republicans have stupid ideas. They're not getting my vote and my support just because I'm in the Republican Party. All right? The Democrats are going to do things that are going to be good for the people of Royal Oak and Madison Heights, including myself. They got my backing. I'm not a party line politician. All right? I have zero aspiration to be a career politician. I just want 2 years to fix this stuff, get things going right, and let's try to make this state better. Because it's been proven that Whitmer and her flying monkeys over there have ruined us. I feel the pain. Do you? I'm sure you do. So I'll tell you what. Give me a chance. There's 2 other people running under the Republican primary. I'm not going to tell you their last names, but it's Chris and Barbara. Okay? When my application was denied because it didn't get there on time, I wanted to see who my vote was going to go for. So I went to look up their websites so I can see what they stand for, what they believe in, where their minds are at. So who's ever more in line with the way I think, that's who's going to get my vote to represent us against Jim Ellison. Guess what I found? Nothing. How are you running for a political office without a website to tell people what you're about? How? There's a lot of Republicans in these 2 towns. Don't kid yourself. There's a lot of moderate Democrats that are sick and tired of this progressive left stuff that's going on. I mean, you got Whitmer telling us we have to wear masks. We have to practice social distancing. We can't be in groups of 50 or 100 or more. And what does she do? She goes in a protest, arm in arm with people, violating her own executive orders. That's not leadership. That's insanity. And you got Jim Ellison supporting her. He backs her tyranny and dictatorship and draconian actions. We don't need that. Royal Oak doesn't need that. Madison Heights doesn't need that. Nobody in this state needs that. Okay? So here's the thing. If Governor Whitmer's husband wants to try to pull a ploy to get his boat in the water on Memorial Day weekend, in the only area open in the entire state, and you know why that is? Because they have a house there. So let's just open up where my house is. I have my husband make a phone call to get our boat in so our daughter can have a graduation party. When thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of other people can enjoy Memorial Day or have a party for their children. That's not leadership. That's dictatorship. So look, folks, if you're sick and tired of it like I am, go in that booth, write in Noble, N-O-B-L-E. All right? Because I'm going to tell you right now what I believe in. All right? And I have a website, and it's very simple. Go to the website, www.robfordistrict26.com, www.robfordistrict26.com. See what I'm about. You want to contact me? Email me at robfordistrict26@gmail.com. That's robfordistrict26@gmail.com. I'm a write-in candidate. I want you to write in vote. All you got to do is write in Noble, N-O-B-L-E. And I have a website. You'll know who I am. You're going to know right now. So give me a shot. The other two people, Chris and Barb, I guess they just want you to vote based on their name. How? Let me tell you what I believe in. Okay, number one, I believe in our Constitution of the United States. There's a reason for it, and it works. As a U.S. Navy veteran, a former deputy sheriff, I believe in it. Okay, number one. That's number one. Number two, I'm a former deputy sheriff in Cook County, Illinois. I wore the blue. I represent our police and fire. 130%. Anything they need, they got my vote. If I could put a bill through to help them out, I'm doing it. Because I want our people to have the first line of, that give us the first line of protection, to have everything they need to do their job right. There's not going to be any talk about defunding our police departments. I promise you that. I'll fight that till I die. Okay, because I wore the blue. I know what it's like. I stand with our police and firemen. Here's the other thing that you might think is weird for a Republican. I believe in teachers, and I believe in our educational system, and giving our teachers everything we can. They need better pensions. Their pensions need to be stabilized and increased. They need better pay. All right? And after 3 months of lockdown, I hope your parents see that. And if there's a tax increase on your property taxes, all right, the only thing it needs to be increased for is teachers, education, police, and fire. That's it. Governor Whitmer, if you want to tax us more because of the shortfall, you figure it out. Because we didn't stop working. You stopped us from working. It's not our problem. All right, deal with it. Why don't you guys take pay cuts? Your 10% did nothing. Why don't you take a 50% pay cut and do your job? Jim Ellison didn't lose a dime. If I was your rep and this happened, I wouldn't have took my pay. I would have went on unemployment with my people and still did my job. Because that's the right thing to do. That's what leaders do. I feel for the people that I represent. I work for you. Why should I be getting a check and you're not? It's bad leadership, people. We need to change it right now, and I'm the guy that can do it. So when you go in that booth August 4th, write in Noble, N-O-B-L-E, 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 N-O-B-L-E. Please give me a chance. Let's go up against Jim Ellison, take him out. Let's get this state back in order, and I'm the guy that's going to help you do it. Once again, thank you for listening. I know it's been a little long, but hey, it's very important. This election is the most important election of our lifetime. It's the difference between American values and socialistic communism. It's real simple. Thanks again. Enjoy your afternoon. Have a safe weekend. Be safe out there. And I really appreciate you. And write in Noble August 4th, N-O-B-L-E. Thanks a lot, folks.